All right, guys, welcome back to Let Me Tell You Something with myself, Jermaine Jenas, and Derek Chisora. It is the show. With me and Derek, we talk about our friendship, our life, our careers, everything in between. It can get a little bit wild every now and again, but every week we try and welcome a special guest to the show, and this week is no different at all. We're going to be joined by someone who's going to talk us through his wins, his losses, his lessons, and legacy as a podcast host, creator, presenter. And he is not afraid to say what is on his mind, by the way. It's Poet.
Oh, my God. Hello. God bless you all.
Love. Welcome to the show.
It's the first time we met Derek.
Is it?
Yeah. This is, isn't it?
Derek's usually met everybody.
He's met everyone I know anyway.
Yeah.
Like who?
Fam, you've got glowing reports. Alhan loves you.
Alhan.
Loves you. See? Oh, yeah, you get glowing reports.
Alhan, you know what, yeah? Alhan, yeah. I remember I was meant to do something with him in Saudi, yeah.
Who is Alhan? Explain to us a little bit.
Alhan is another he creates and he comes up with mad ideas.
Okay.
Yeah. And then, so I tell my boys I'm going to film something in Saudi with Alhan. And they're like, bro, you're going to go to jail. Alhan is nuts.
Really?
He's going to tell you, let's do this. You're going to be like, yes, do it. And then next minute you're going to be in jail. I'm like, you know what?
I'm liking the vibe already. We're all getting on
man.
well. I think it's time we've got the rum here. So I thought we'd just pour a little drink.
Yeah?
Yeah, you like rum?
I do. I'm Jamaican. I can see you have got no chasers. Hopefully the budget can be extended. If not, I'll bring my own. You got to bring your own chaser sometimes, fam.
Well, we're in the decant offices and they've been kind enough to let us use this. So I think it's only right that we celebrate, what they're bringing to the table as well. This is, so this is the rum that we're going to be going for. No chaser.
What's the name of it?
This is called Del Estimo, I think. Del Estimo. Looks great. That's a lovely bottle. Looks good. Do you want? You don't drink, obviously, Del.
No, I am 7 years sober.
7 years sober.
7 years?
Congratulations. to
7
that.
years.
Congratulations.
How come?
Huh?
What happened that you go, I ain't drinking?
I nearly killed somebody in a nightclub.
That'll make you sober for real.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know.
It's interesting. It's interesting though, isn't it? That
crazy.
like you recognize that at that particular time and was like, you know what? This is the problem in my life that I need to eradicate.
Yeah, because you know, there's some people are happy drunks. I'm a happy drunk, but I'm a crazy drunk as well.
Oh, sugar.
Yeah, so
So are you crazy happy or
no,
or just crazy?
We'd be happy like this, and somebody would just do something to annoy me or something to piss me off, and then suddenly I fuck him up, and I switch.
Yeah,
And-
I don't understand why you would want to piss you off, to be fair. Like, it's
No,
not-
so, you get it because some people think they can have you when you're drunk, and then but they don't really know how crazy you are. But you know what? It's happened. I'm happy I'm sober. But now I go on. This is why I got over. I just want to increase my longevity in boxing.
Ah.
You understand? Because most people I turn pro with, they're all retired. I've boxed at least about 3 generations in boxing.
What?
Yeah.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
Could you teach me?
I box the new crowd, the younger crowd, the old crowd, and I fuck them up.
I ain't boxed anyone. Is there any chance that you can teach me how to box?
No.
Why'd you say no like that? I'm wearing shorts. I'm halfway there.
Can't you put me and Poet in a ring and have a little spar up?
Big man, whoa. I didn't say what the fuck.
been
You
spar.
kick ball, you know. You man are strong guys.
I think Point's got power though.
Yeah, I think
Reckon so?
Yeah.
Got that skinny power.
The skinny bar.
Yeah,
That-
that's
you know,
like me.
a lot of
I've got
Jamaicans.
that.
Have you?
Skinny power.
You're not skinny, bro.
No, I
you
used to
kick
be.
ball, bro.
I used to be skinny.
What's wrong with you guys? You kick ball. You're strong guys. Me?
Is it nice?
Sorry, I ain't cheers you. This is
Is
good.
it nice?
This is lovely.
Are you serious?
Oh my God, this is good. I don't know whether it's the mix that I mean, don't get me
You
wrong.
put apple juice in it.
You know what I put in it, right? I mean, it might be people looking at me going, oh, you're weak, drink it straight. But I just got this drink from coffee shop and it's got mango, passion fruit and lime.
Yeah.
Bro, I feel like I'm on a
if you
beach
mix
right
these
now.
drinks with that stuff, yeah, like whiskeys with apple juice, you would drink for 3-4 hours.
It's true.
Because the apple juice is making it taste nice. And then afterwards, you get up to go to the toilet, then you know you're fucked.
Yeah, but it's good. It's good.
Yeah,
It's got
good,
a nice
yeah.
little
Did
vibe
you miss
to it.
that?
No, I don't.
Nah.
I hate the fucking. But when how old are you?
Can we take this out? Because there's a big. We're doing a big.
Yeah, but hang on a minute. You can't be much older or younger than me and Derek.
What's that got to do with anything, Geezer? If you want to tell everyone your age, it's your business.
Yeah, but what are you
Mate,
hiding?
I'm on
What are
the
you
roads.
hiding?
I'm on the roads. We got problems.
Jermaine, you're 42,
Issues.
yeah?
Yeah, I'm 42.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're older than me, fam.
That's what I'm
Hold
saying.
That. Hold that, cuz you're good, man.
Yeah.
Me,
I
I'm
look
younger than
younger.
him.
Okay. So basically, it's the hangovers are killers. The hangovers.
Oh. I
Yeah.
finally got one the other day, though. But then when I get that, I just get angry. So I done a little 20-minute jog.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not on this hangover, or I'm not on this waking up and feeling, nah, we're gonna jog. So I jog for 20,
I'm like that.
Yeah,
and then
that's
your
why,
mind's
that's why
active
like
again.
that's one thing. I just wake up. You know, when you're 20s, you're drinking, you can wake up and go carry on.
Yeah.
I go into my 30s and I go to my late 30s. I'm like, I
Can't do it anymore.
can't do it anymore.
I don't really get hangovers, you know.
Don't you?
Because you don't drink enough.
No, I don't. I've got an off button. I developed an off button at a very young age where what used to happen is I'd go out in London and then I'd come out of the club and then I'd have to get a car home. And in that car home, it was hell. Because I live like, at night time, probably take me 40 minutes, 45 minutes to get home.
You go shit driver, get a good driver, you'll be there in half an hour.
Either way, I'm out the window being sick. So I was like, because of I can't travel and drink. So when I'm traveling and I'm moving, that's what I'd be sick. So I was like, I used to get into the club and I'd be like, right, I'm not drinking now. So I'd drink I'd meet in the bars or a show or whatever we were doing. And the minute we got to the club, I'd have a table, I'd have bottles or whatever. But more often than not, I'd just pick up a can of Red Bull and just drink Red Bull.
Serious?
Yeah,
I'm so happy, footballers, sorry to cut you, talk about drinking now. Because when I was younger, my cousin used to play for Derby County, Darryl Powell.
Oh, yeah.
So when we used to go to games, I'd see everyone drinking. And then there was this myth that footballers don't drink and smoke. I'm watching Patrick Vieira smoke a cigarette in 96.
Yeah.
What's all this? But then you've got to stay with the myth. I remember going on a copper job, 2016, seeing Cristiano Ronaldo drunk out of his head in his hotel.
Yeah.
And then everyone's like, oh, Cristiano Ronaldo, perfect body, doesn't drink or smoke. I'm thinking, what? Cristiano Ronaldo, what are you speaking about?
Respectfully, you just didn't even want to tell us your age.
Of course not.
Why not?
Because it's my age.
Yeah, well, that's what these footballers are doing. They're going, listen, that's a part of my life I don't want to give away.
So then why did they drink in front of bare people? I don't get this.
They were enjoying themselves. But
Nah, you have to drink, man.
I think more footballers kind of talk about it.
Yeah, they
now.
now
They're a lot
do,
more open about it because it's part of your life, isn't it? And you either do it or you don't. So
Give the off button to Jack Grealish, though. I think he deserves it.
That guy's off
Not my boy
rails.
Jack.
He's off the rails.
He's off the rails.
He does drink to a point when I look at him and I think, all right, Jack, like you are pushing it. But Jack, it's the part I love about him as well. Like, you know, when I think about footballers right now, and you know the game, it's so sterile. And so it's even more protected. You've got to get through more layers to get to footballers these days. The clubs, the agents, the this, the that, the management. It is so sterile. And Jack reminds me of an era where I really loved football because he is a Gaza type. He is a free spirit. And he's a very much take me as I am type person. And it's hard to not respect. If he's falling out of a nightclub, he's falling out of a nightclub. But when he's on job and he's playing and he's happy, he's one of the best players in the world. So it's kind of like, and I think it's kind of who makes him who he is. Sometimes you take parts away from people. Remember when Dele was coming through and people said to Dele, stop being so aggressive. You're making too many fouls and you're nearly getting sent off all the time. And you start to strip back that part of that person. You're losing who they are. And there's a
Where's
lot of
Dele now?
He's in Italy. He's in Italy. Oh, he's living though. He's living. He's in Como, but he's nowhere near where he should be.
Is he playing?
Yes, he's back playing now. But I think he's played like one game and he got sent off.
I think footballers, a little bit, don't think they should be part of a team in this era. I'm not fond of these footballers. I'm fond of the Tony Adams, the guys that will drink, but it's more about the team. Some of these guys, I don't know them, so I shouldn't go too far, but the Dele Allis of this generation, the Jack Grealish, they're just more concerned with themselves. Yeah. And then you start looking at Gaza, who was more concerned with himself. And I used to love Gaza, but now, every minute, I'm just thinking, is this guy still alive, respectfully? So I'm just like, maybe we should start focusing on our health, because after the game, it's all good and fun when it's our entertainment.
Yeah.
But when they're like 65 years old, looking like they are 102, you're just like, maybe you should have stopped with the drink, my guy. And I think Jack Grealish is fun now because he plays football. But at 50 years old, mate, he could be doing this to tarnish his legacy. Put the drink down, geez.
Yeah, I think that like, the need, unfortunately, I think for things like that to happen, you need a level of trauma to happen in your life. It's like when Derek was talking about the reasons why he stopped before we came on here. And it was like, well, Derek had certain situations happen in his life that he recognized were massively detrimental to just either him as a person, his family, whatever it may be, that weren't going to help him moving forward.
Yeah.
He had that moment. You know what else we've been guessing?
Go on.
What your real name is.
Yeah, you don't have to guess. That's out there, man.
Okay, I'm not going to ask you, but it was weird because in here before we were like,
what's your real name?
It's rubbish. It's like, I feel like I don't know.
Rubbish, is that your name?
No, it might as well be. I feel like there was no thought. I told my uncle, my uncle named me because my dad was in prison, courtesy of the Queen. So I was thinking to myself, like, there was no thought clearly with this name. I feel like I'm probably shooting up a school in bloody America. If this is my name, you can keep that in if you want. Kyle.
Oh, that's not bad. Come on.
Kyle's all right. You've really.
One syllable. Is that it? Is that all we thought? Kyle. That is a waste of time. Mate, I just think, no. Kyle.
What would you like to be called?
Poet. That's what
No.
I'm over there, isn't it? I would like, for example, my children. This is how you know I care about my children. Their names are Zion and Khalifa.
Nice.
This is what we're talking about when
Yeah.
we say names.
How mad's that?
What are you pointing at me for?
Because what's your son's name?
Huh?
What's your son's name?
Zion.
Come on, man, Derek.
So is that what you're pointing at me?
Are you not listening to what he's saying?
No, I'm listening.
One of his child is called Zion.
How old is your child?
8 years, they're twins. They're both 8.
Hey.
Yeah, they're 8 and massive, innit? Wow. Mental.
Amazing.
So yeah, Zion's 8. And I just think that's more of a
And so they're twins. And what's the other one's name?
Khalifa.
Khalifa.
Bad.
Come on, man.
I respect
Look at
it.
depth in that.
I respect it. I
Kyle,
know. No, I respect it. That
You
was
work in
mine.
Greg's in Newcastle.
I know. I always kind of like. I've got 3 girls, obviously, and then 1 boy. And one of the
What?
girls. I know I was active boy. One of the girls. I always think, did we try hard enough?
That's cool. Yeah, that wasn't my thought process, but I respect it.
What
Yeah.
was yours?
These are children that will eventually, I'm going to go off and leave. I think names are bloody important. You can't just name your child David, Jake. What the hell is this, bro?
Any Davids in there? Any Jakes?
Oh, mate,
Okay.
it's the most common name in the world. This is a unique child. You and your partner had sex, and then 10 months later, not 9, this child was born. And instead of you giving it a unique name for this unique journey, you just say James. No thought. I said to myself, all right.
There's a James there.
Bye, James, get out.
Bye,
all right?
James.
Unless you're above the age of 25, I'll give you a blight.
We do have
So
to
I
talk
said,
about that.
yeah, well, I thought, look, I'm Jamaican heritage. My dad's a Rasta and so on and so forth. And the woman in my life at the time, but we weren't together because I'm Jamaican, so single life is better. She's Tunisian. And I just felt like if we have a name that relates to Muslim, like she's Muslim, so something that aligns with that, and then something that aligns with Jamaican heritage. If we both disappeared and these kids didn't know how they could get to their family,
man.
their surnames and names directly take them to a spot in Tunisia and to a spot in Jamaica, a village where their names are. So my kids' names are Khalifa and Zion and Khalifa, Overtani Brizit. So that takes them, like, Overtani takes you to a village in Tunisia where you can meet your family, and the same thing for Brizit. So those things are important to me because I'm like, it's your name. Like, man just can't name you. I'm not going to say James no more, it's a good name.
yeah, it's
Not
Jermaine.
Jim or
You know where my name came
Desmond. What kind of Jamaican?
from? My name came from the Jacksons.
Jermaine, yeah.
Jermaine
That's
Jackson.
different.
And I was
That's
like,
how,
an era.
that's how
It's
your
an era.
config made.
What?
That's how you're made.
What, to the song?
Yeah.
Potentially. I don't know. Yeah. It's simple.
That's how you're made.
Maybe. You know what my dad wanted to call me? He had 2. My dad's football mad, obviously, as you can imagine. But he wanted to call me Socrates, was the first name.
This is what I'm talking about.
And the other one was Zico.
Yo!
He had 2 names, Zico and Socrates.
Zico Jenas.
I know, bad.
Are you mad?
Bad.
Are you mad?
If I was Zico, that boy, I'd have been taken over.
Yo, Zico.
Yeah, bad. Bad boy name.
You'd have been the first Zico to play for
Zico.
England.
So on the name situation, because again, I've always been baffled by it. Did you ever get into like rapping, like any grime stuff, or is it?
Yes.
Am I going to find anything out there of you spitting?
Of course you can. Still out there, and we're still active doing it as well.
Okay.
Yeah, grime. So Grime's 2000 and what? When I got involved, 07, 08. And then because like Heat FM and the places to go, it was really dangerous and it was quite congested, a lot of testosterone, a lot of guys. I wanted a name that when you heard it and he took the mic, you just felt safe. Like, you know, you've got all these really aggressive names, Ghetto, I'm like, Jesus. And, you know, Napa and all these big guys, and here comes Poet. And you're just like,
Okay.
you shouldn't have any problems there. So it was a nice way to just seamlessly get through, no issues, no drama. Because the one thing about them days is you're going to radio in bare different areas, East London, South London. So the moment you have a name that is slightly threatening, someone's just gonna go, so what are you saying, fam?
Yeah.
When you had Poet, everyone's happy to hear it. Yeah, come chill. Yeah, come on, guys. I just want to take some gal and go home, but we're good, man. So it's just got about being safe, man. So I said, yeah, safety.
Oh, you're from Tottenham, innit?
Unfortunately.
So who were the guys around that area that was like? Skepta's from Tottenham, no?
Come on.
Skepta from Tottenham.
Jamie, yeah.
Rich, Chip.
So is that were they kind of part of your era of people that were coming through on radio and stuff as well?
100.
So you used to see them doing what they were doing and all that?
We knew all of them anyway. Everyone knew everyone because back in the day, youth club culture was massive. So people would just go to different youth clubs.
Youth club?
It was the best. So
Yeah.
I used to run a youth club at 15. No, 16 I ran my first youth club. Yeah. So I started youth club at 15, youth work at 15. I started running my youth club at 16 and then I was like one of the heads at 17. So then I was in charge of taking young people to different spots to play football matches or what have you. So then just by that, I ended up meeting everyone in Tottenham. So I was in Ferry Lane and then we would go to like Bruce Grove, which would meant like a load of boys from Tottenham would go to that one centre. So you would just meet people by default. And the Meridian is where Skepta and Jamie are from.
Yeah.
We always used to play matches with them. So triplets would be there. You could see triplets in loads of videos with Skepta and them lot back in the day. So yeah, we knew everyone just because football's a massive thing. Football and music is what combined everyone in the Tottenham area together. So and then obviously I'd go Tiverton, my cousins were there. So and then Wretch would be there and so on and so forth. So yeah, you just knew, everyone in Tottenham knew everybody quite quickly.
Did you go youth clubs, Dale?
Yeah.
Where about, because what was
North London.
You was in North London?
Hendon, Mill Hill.
Which one did you go in North London?
Oh, Barnet, it used to be called Barnet Football Club.
Okay.
You know when you're going to Brent Cross for the wife of school is SP1 there.
Okay.
Yeah,
What was your experience in there? Because it is one of those things that
my experience
is massively
in there was
underrated in terms
whack, bro. I was the only African boy in them.
Serious?
Yeah, bro.
What, about Jamaicans or?
Bad Jamaicans, bad white guys. I was the only African guy in there.
Yeah, but you weren't on the road though, is what I'm saying.
No, but everybody, youth clubs were meant for people on the road. There was a place where you go and chill and relax. When they shut down, you go back on the road.
Yeah.
Because they used to start from 5 o'clock and close at 9 o'clock.
Yeah.
You know, pool table, watch your bit
Table
of footy.
tennis and all that.
Yeah, man.
It was cool. You
I
hang
watched
out.
Michael Owen score that goal in
exactly.
the one against Argentina. I was in the youth club in Nottingham
Yeah.
and then watching that place was going wild.
And then that's where all the girls, young little girls come, young little boys come there. You right, Christina, how are you? And all that bullshit, you know. And it was good fun. I enjoyed it.
It's good. We've lost that, haven't
They need to
communities?
open
I
that,
think.
yeah.
Oh, we need it. We need
We've
it back.
lost it massively,
You know, it's half the problem that's freaking going on out there is like the youth have got nowhere to go. That's the problem.
I'm a big fan of police.
You're a big fan of them.
Yeah.
In what way?
How?
In the way that if you're a bad person, you're gonna get pulled over. You know, if you're a legit person who pays his taxes, who wakes up and live by the law, yeah, you're gonna be all right. But if you live by why you know this?
Because that's not entirely true. In youth
It
work,
is true. It is true. Because I tell you what, yeah, at my young age, the police used to harass me, pull me over, you know, and I was like, oh, you're being racist, you know. And I realized why they're doing it. Yeah, they're profiling me because the way I'm dressed, the way I'm driving, and the way I'm wearing. I can't be driving wearing a hoodie. Yeah, it look like I just robbed somebody. So they were just trying to tell me, listen, if you're gonna drive sick properly. You know, you didn't pass your driving test. What you see at the back line is you know, drive sick properly. You know, just respect the road.
Yeah, but are they not just cultural things that you're talking about? Like culturally, you know, people, you know, in particular, black
Is it
people, you have to
culturally
lean
for
back,
us to
listen
walk
music
around
loud?
with our shorts halfway our ass?
What's the problem with it though?
But it's not culturally though.
can I throw something in?
Yeah, please.
When I done youth work, I like dressing nice.
Yeah.
I wore a white hoodie with twisted Levi's jeans, sky blue, with a Winnie the Pooh bag and a Winnie the Pooh hoodie with white Air Forces.
Yeah.
I got stopped, chucked on the floor and arrested because I matched the description. I said to them, what's the description? I think everyone's walking around with a Winnie the Pooh bag. This is big facts. The person read it out on the thing and said, oh, it was 4 boys wearing all black. So I said, so why are you stopping me? Said, oh, we're here, we might as well do it. I said to them, all right, take my necklace thing out. They took the necklace thing out. They saw head community support officer for youth work. They're like, oh, they didn't know what to do. So in my own experiences, especially in Tottenham, yeah. And on top of that, you take a look at the laws of the country and who they're here to protect. It's not going to be protect the working class. So if you're a police, you're basically governing them laws. I don't agree with them laws, so I don't really agree with the police. I think some of the things they do are good, but in totality, If police were here to stop crime, I think crime might have stopped a little while ago. They need crime. How can you get rid of crime? And there's no police. There's probably little ambulance services, probably no fire brigades. You get rid of crime. Do you know how much people are out of a job? So do I agree with the police and think they're all right? Nah. But this drink, sensational. Let's get another one.
It's good, isn't it? It is good. I'll pour another one in a minute. I did a whole documentary on kind of like police stop and search once, and it was eye-opening. I'm not gonna lie. Like, I totally forgot. Like life sometimes takes you to like kind of like where I've been in terms of playing football, celebrity, and all that stuff. You live in a completely different world. Like, you don't see things that these kids see. Like, I was with this kid on the road in Croydon, and he was chatting to me, and he went, "Look, there's an undie over there, undercover police officer." And I'm like, "What? Where?" And he's like, "Watch what he's gonna do, right? He's gonna drive up that road, he's gonna go around the block, and he's gonna come and he will drive by us." And I was like, "What?" No, he says, "Yeah, I do it all the time." 2 minutes later, unmarked police car does the same loop, and I'm with the kid, and this car drives by so slow, and these two guys are in there just grilling us. In my head, I'm thinking, please get out of that car and arrest me, because I've got cameras ready to go. Do you know what I mean? But at the same time, it really hit me. I was like, right, this is this kid's life. Like, he sees things that I don't actually, that are not even in my mind.
Mate.
I walk around the street every day. I'm not one part of me is thinking, oh, there's an undercover cop, there's an undercover cop.
I'll tell you another, so when we were younger, it was hilarious. Because I used to do youth work, but because I dress pretty much not too dissimilar to some of the youth, and I was not that far removed from their age group, I'd walk around with them sometimes, and we would see undercover feds, and they'll be wearing tracksuits like us, and they'll probably be drinking a bigger juice, and then they'll ask you little questions like, "Well, boys, can you get any?" And we would just be in stitches, because in my mind, I'm thinking, we live round here. We know everyone round here. We know you're a fed.
Yeah.
You don't even look comfortable in that attire. So we just laugh and be like, "Oh, police, you got to get a better outfit." "Oh, I'm not police." And you see them hurry along. And I just think to myself, like,
Well, what are you doing?
like, honestly, to me, if your method of trying to capture people on the streets is to try and deceive them and just
Catch them
capture
out,
any
yeah.
one person that's probably sending like £10 worth of weed, this is pathetic.
Yeah.
Like, I can't support this. This
Here's
is
a question
nonsense.
for you. Do you agree with the stop and search?
No.
Why not?
Because the stop and search, unfortunately, only is going to be aimed at individuals that they consider to be the people committing crimes. And their ignorance is the reasons why they shouldn't have the responsibility. Because if you're born in Bradford and you have no idea of what life is like in Tottenham, what people dress like, but you've got a stereotypical view in your mind because you watched the whole series of Top Boy, that means you're going to potentially be stopping 9 people out of every, say there's, out of every 10 people, 2 are criminals. 8 individuals are getting stopped and harassed for no reason. And the sad thing about young people getting stopped and harassed for no reason, eventually, if they're 15, 14 years old, 14, 15, they get conditioned to the point where they dislike police. And I'm saying police have got bad marketing because of them, not because of anybody else. And then they go, "We're just doing our job." And it's like, if just doing your job is bothering innocent individuals, I think you should try and do it a little bit better, because your job, you're meant to get criminals. If 50% of the people are not criminals that you're getting, that means you're bothering human, just normal people. And if we're going to be totally honest, mate, I doubt they're bothering James. I'm joking. Oh, he's gone now. He's gone.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
He
So
is
it's
actually
like,
undercover, so yeah.
yeah, so like my problem is they're just bothering one particular group of individuals.
And the stats back that up.
Stereotype.
The stats
Yeah.
back that
No,
up
the
hugely.
stacks back that up, but you have to understand this, that, this year alone, how many black kids have been stabbed? Yeah. Every year we were burying black young boys because the stop and search has stopped, because now people are coming out with zombie knives because they know a policeman can't really stop me and search me because he's profiling me. Do you understand? I believe that, yes, we should bring profiling back, because in the end of the day, half of our black kids are killing each other with zombie knives. Yeah? With zombie knives, because we got this whole theme of like, no, a white officer is stopping me because I'm black. Yeah? Because at the end of the day, mothers cry in churches and friends are crying because he got stabbed by a zombie knife. Because that guy didn't get stopped and searched by a police officer because he was scared to profile him because he's a black man. But he left his house with a knife, got on the bus, stabbed somebody on the bus.
I don't know statistics, but I think that is too much of a simple approach for us to try and figure out how we can stop crime. Yeah. I wish it was that easy, geezer.
No.
But I can tell you from working in youth work, it's not that
we
easy.
That's the way we can actually start showing changes, because 85% of people are killing each other are black kids.
Yeah, but you got to go into the reasons why people are carrying zombie knives, or the kind of environment that like the suppression of the environment that they're growing up in, and the opportunities that are available to people in these areas in particular. You know, it doesn't allow them the same opportunities as the people in the neighborhood next door. So it's wrong just to kind of go, right, let's profile people or profile young black men because he's carrying a zombie knife. That's not the right approach.
And I promise you, life is like a classroom. I went to D&K, Giza. We had 30 people in our class. We had 4 bad students and we're a bad class. That means 26 young people are being neglected because 4 people are louder. Yeah. And I'm afraid I can't have that attitude in life. I'd rather give all my attention to the people that are good, so good people realize that they get attention. Unfortunately, because half the work we do online, you go and take a look at the most searched things online, sex and violence. So what chance does a good person have there? They're never going to get the glory for being good. You got to do something bad, and even then it's the minority. So I'm just so upset that the minority seems to always get the majority vote. And that's even in politics. I don't even like politics, even though everything's politics. It's always a minority of the country that are making the decisions for everybody else. And these times they're calm, they're cool, they're having parties in number 10. I couldn't even invite my mum round to my house. So I don't think I should listen to you lot.
You know, one thing, I understand is like for me growing up in Africa and then coming to United Kingdom, it's just that there's ways of looking at it. Mm-hmm. You know, when you're born in Europe, you've made it. Yeah.
What have you made?
You've made it.
In what? In whose eyes? Your eyes or?
In God's eyes, you've made it.
Definitely not God's.
Yes, you've made it. And
my family came here against their will.
No, and I tell you why.
On a slave ship.
Yeah, but it's still here though.
Charge.
But it's still here though.
Yeah, because go back to Jamaica now,
they could easily say, no what, fuck this shit, we want living. But
no,
it's still here though.
They can't, Derek. I can tell you my family couldn't afford to go back and live in Jamaica.
Why not?
There's no working opportunity.
There's no work opportunity. It's a lie, bro. There's always work somewhere.
I was in Jamaica in January. I can tell you the working opportunities for my family are not available in Jamaica. And do you know why that is? This wonderful England, Commonwealth. Let's give you back your independence. Geezer, every single Christmas, I got to watch the King now probably, sit down with Jules from India, Africa, all these other places talking about love England. Then you go to the British Museum and nothing in there is British apart from the security guard. Come on, Geezer.
All I'm saying is, hold on. This is very good. This is a good debate, yeah. All I'm saying is, I always say this to everybody.
Yeah.
If you're tired of it, pack your shit and leave.
So let me get this straight. Just so I can show you your mentality, because it's very scary.
No. My mentality, I want to show you something. You go back to Jamaica, yeah?
Yeah.
And when you go back there, you floss your new clothes, you buy alcohol for everybody, you go have a good time. After you have a good time, you come back to London, yeah? But at the same time, you don't take the ideas you want to bring here to Jamaica, though.
I don't hear that.
I'm just saying, do you do that?
What's that?
He's basically saying, like, your creativity that is doing your podcasts and whatever it may be around television or whatever, why don't you take all of that energy to Jamaica and implement it with the locals there?
Because I have money.
Huh?
Money.
There's no money there.
No, it's going to cost money, Derek. All of this, I can tell you from this podcast, for example, this wonderful market space of podcasts in this country is mostly contributed because of me. I say that humbly. So I can tell you, after 11 years of doing about 3 podcasts, this stuff's expensive, bro. And it's longevity. When you do podcasts, you talk about culture as opposed to commercial. Commercial is something where everyone's speaking about. So when you speak about it, it's part of this wonderful conglomerate of information that everyone can access. When I'm speaking about the difficulties for black youths, black people are 3% of 65 million. We make about 1.4 million in this country if we're lucky. We don't even have 1 million people in London that are black. So when I'm speaking about the issues that I'm speaking about to try and help black people, hardly anyone's listening because the demographic is not big enough, bro. So no disrespect to white people, if a white person talks on television on mute, 89% of the country relates to them. If I talk on television as a black boy, 3% of the country backs me. And no disrespect, if half of them have the mentality you have, 1.5% of the country will back me. That's not enough for us to make change. So in order for black people to make change within this country, not only do they need support from everybody, but they need support from themselves. The last thing I need to go encourage people in policing forces that are doing their job terribly at the moment anyway is to go and continue to do it terribly and harass young, and not even black people, harass young ethnic minorities. Leave them the hell alone. You messed up all of their countries in the first place anyway, so they have to come over to places in Europe to live. And then on top of that, it's be like me stealing your television, going to my house, having it there for 10 years, and then your kids come in and like, can I have my TV back? Nah, come work for me, and then maybe you can buy the TV. Like, you've got jewels from India in the bloody Buckingham Palace.
Why
no
are you
one
worried
can
about
touch it.
Hold on.
This is disgraceful, bro.
You know, this is a problem with our culture. We keep crying kumbaya. Things happened years ago.
Yeah.
We have to start rebuilding, yeah?
What?
Yeah. No, but we have to figure it out somehow because everybody keeps crying this. You're crying this. Your kids are going to be crying the same cries, yeah? Your parents been crying the same cry. Your grandma been crying the same.
So you're going to give up?
No.
Why should I give up on something that I know is wrong?
No.
I'm under the eyes of the Lord. Why should I give up? Tell me why I should give up.
I don't think he's saying give up.
I'm
I
not
think
saying
he's
give up, but
change
your
mentality
thinking
a little
because
bit. I think is what he's saying.
Because
No. What are we doing here? We've been, Derek, our community, whether people like it or not, have been disrespected, not for years. They're still being disrespected now. So I'm not crying, my guy. I'm identifying what should change. And I'm never going to sacrifice it, no matter where I am.
What I would say is this, poet, and it's just to reiterate Derek's point and to play a little bit of devil's advocate around the debate.
Angel's advocate.
Angel's advocate, then. The people that have done this before you, how far did they get? You know, like, there would have been people...
We can sit on the front of the bus. What do you mean, how far did they get? What do you mean, Rosa Parks? Do you reckon Rosa Parks shouldn't have complained on the front? If Rosa Parks doesn't complain, my guy, you got to sit at the back of the bus with your whole family. And unless I got a white missus, she can sit at the front and my kids can sit halfway in between. But I'm at the back of the bus. Yeah. That's why we complain, my bro.
And I'm with you. I'm just trying to play
we have to complain, bro. We have to move forward.
I'm telling you,
This is disgraceful, bro.
Let me explain something to you. One thing, because I grew up in both neighborhoods, yeah?
Yeah.
And then there's no problem. But what I'm trying to say is we keep complaining, but we're not fixing it.
Of course we're fixing it.
No,
You're fixing it right now with Jermaine. You've got a podcast that's going to inspire loads of black people to go and go, wow, I can do this. Derek Chisora,
yeah,
Jermaine
but we're
Jenas.
not complaining. But what I'm trying to say is let's stop complaining. Let's just do what we need to do.
No, we have to make people aware of what's happening, Derek. Every single day there's a child being born, and one of them children are black, and I need to educate those black kids about where they are in this country.
No.
I don't give a damn how nice it may look, bro.
I like that.
It is not nice.
No, it's nice.
I'm telling you, as an individual, my dad, R.I.P. my dad, 6 kids, bro, 6, 7 kids, fam. I lived in a bloody house in Tottenham, 2-bed house with 6 people in it, bro. There was a queue for the bathroom like we were going Fort Park. Like, it was not easy,
and
my
whose fault
upbringing.
Is that the white man's fault?
I've not said that. If that's what you want to say, I'm saying to you, that struggle there.
We're going to be real now.
Okay.
Is it the white man's fault your dad has 6 kids?
What we
No.
Now you're going left. No, I'm saying to you the struggle.
I'm trying to understand this because the problem with our culture is that we always have to blame somebody.
But I've not blamed anyone. I'm telling you my circumstances.
They've taken the Jews, they've taken this.
They have.
Bro.
And what a country's built on, my guy. If you fucking took, sorry to swear, if you took fucking Buckingham Palace and I fucking put it in Jamaica, do you know how much money this country loses out on? Jamaica only fucking makes money based upon the fact that we need to get tourists over there. So when Vybz Kartel comes out of prison, our country makes more money, bro. A criminal comes out of prison, does a show, our country makes more money. That's how messed up Jamaica is. Don't even let me get to Africa. This country here profits of fuckery to other countries. And you want me to be happy with that?
Then I'm going to come back to you.
Please do.
It's not this country's problem, yeah? And I'll tell you this, yeah? It's the corruption, bro, yeah?
And this country is part of corruption.
No. If they put a new president in Jamaica, yeah?
Yeah.
All he has to do is clear the corruption, bro. Corruption is the biggest cancer of all countries, bro.
And why does corruption start?
No, but if you're in power, bro, yeah, you should know that, you know what? I'm going to look after my people. Let's allow the corruption, bro. Yeah. Because at the end of the day, if you tell me Vybz Kartel comes out and then Jamaica makes more money, yeah, it's because everybody they want what's real. Yeah, they want what's real. Because right now, what's destroyed the most countries is corruption.
And what's corruption? Corruption is like cancer. There isn't even a cure for cancer, or maybe there is. And I'm thinking, the point I'm trying to make is the bad thing about cancer and terrible fruits, when you place them next to other things, it spreads. And more time, there is no way to get rid of it. You just got to throw it away. So the things with corruption, The Jamaicans didn't start the corruption. It was given to them. And now they've got to solve it and figure it out. That's not fair, Derek. There's nothing that can happen or say in this room that will make me believe it's fair.
No,
This is
no,
So I'm saying to you, if that, and when they get the corruption that they got maybe from the 1950s when black people had to come over here to repair the country in the first place, you see that pain that they have as a family. They share it in their household. They give it to their children. And you know what their children do? They become older, and you see that same pain that they had, they give it to their children. And it becomes a cycle. I'm asking for somebody that's responsible for doing it in the first place to try and create change. Not us. You can't hurt me and then tell me, get over it. Because that's what makes me aggressive. I won't lie to you. That's why I get so aggressive.
Yeah.
When people say to people that are in the worst situations, deal with it. My thing is this, Derek, before we move on. Bro, forget what I think. Forget what everyone thinks. Look at the scope of everything that's happening with our people. And then if you're happy with it, I will never say anything after that.
Yeah.
But I promise you, if you look at the circumstances that people are in, if you look at where we've been and you look at where we're going, you won't think too dissimilar to me.
Yeah, it's not good.
It's not good.
All right, let's knock it down the road. That was a serious.
Sorry, everyone.
I
Very
liked
tense.
it. You know what? No,
But love you all.
seriously. I think that like it's really
Nah,
important.
man, just stop the blaming. That's all I'm.
I think it's important that we have these chats. I want to get back to you.
Come
right?
on.
Like, where did it start for you, by the way? Like, you was on MTV, no? At some
did I
point.
start?
Well,
Yeah, I
like,
was on MTV
You
at
said
one point.
11 years of podcasting as well. Like, everyone thinks podcasting is a new thing, but you've been
Well,
doing it forever.
I started doing everything in 2008. So that's
Bro, you're on MTV.
He was.
How old are you?
You've been down this road.
I'm drawn through the mats now because MTV
It's still
was
going.
popping 10 years ago.
No, Derek, he's still going.
Oh, yeah, still doing
Your
it.
raps.
No, but I left though.
But as in, it's MTV's still going. MTV's still
It's still
going.
going, but when I remember when MTV
Yeah.
was, Trevor Nelson was on it.
Yeah.
I went there when Trevor was there.
Yeah.
That's way back.
That's way back, bro.
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
God. That's
the
God.
MTV I remember.
Yeah.
That's
So
way
I had
back.
to ask that question. How old are you again?
Yeah.
I'm not part of that MTV. That was the best MTV.
Okay,
I agree.
my
Yeah, that was
apologies.
No, but it's still a
TRL,
big achievement.
Nah, it's dope to be a part of the legacy, I guess. But yeah, Trevor Nelson's them man are the goats, man. Like, I'm still learning from them type of guys. But I started in 2008. We stole a camera from university, or my brother did, and we decided to film our own type of content because this is when YouTube first started, and we just thought, yo, we've got ideas. We just want to put them on camera. And like when we were younger, our dad bought us a camcorder, and we used to make like television adverts or like news segments when I was like 11, 12. So we were used to that anyway. And by the
in
time-
you then.
yeah, I used to go drama school. Like I was that type of individual that always liked to create stuff and create little groups and movements and whatever we could do. Groups that, done grime, so on and so forth. But 2008 is when it really kicked off. We started doing grime. We shot a music video that went on Channel U. And then it was like #1 for 5 weeks. And then it was just like, that was a big thing for us because there was nothing else. There was obviously the UK charts that were the UK charts. We didn't get in there.
Yeah.
But then the Channel U charts was almost like the hood equivalent to that.
Yeah, of course.
So then where everyone was going like the people that are going #1 were like Tinchy Strider, Kano, just the big names. So then when we saw our #1, fam, I won't even lie, but I cried for time. I couldn't. I was so happy,
Channel
bro.
U, yeah.
I was so
That's
happy,
still
bro.
going.
Channel U, no, it's done.
That means everyone was texting like, because you had to like wait for
yeah,
your
yeah.
song to come on. Yeah,
you
had
had
to wait
to-
for your song to come on.
Yeah, you did, yeah.
That means everyone was trying to get your
Supporting.
song on.
Bro.
I love that.
I didn't know why. And I was doing youth work at the time. So I remember there's a guy called Terry. Terry comes in and he's like, Poet, you're #1. And I was like, what are you talking about, bro? Like, chill out, man, whatever. Someone else comes in like, Poet, you're #1. I'm like, nah, I would have got a text from someone or, bro, when I've gone home, my mum's happy. Because my mum, like, the thing is, our family, and I reckon you're definitely attuned to this, like, they didn't believe in this line of work. They told me be a doctor or teacher or all these other things.
Yeah.
So when they saw that, do you know what I'm saying? They couldn't believe it. They were so, and then my cousin, my dad, his dad, Uncle Leon, he's the strictest man on planet Earth, bro. He's the first man I see pick a you off the floor, legs dangling. Said, I don't want no problems with this guy. And he said, thank you. Like, I'm so happy you took it serious. So
Amazing.
that was dope, man. I worked a part-time, I worked a job and my cousin worked a part-time job. We raised like £1,000, put the video on Channel U and it done really well. And then off the back of that, there was just a genuine belief, not just with us, but within our estate of Ferry Lane. Because everyone in Tottenham had their thing. So Haringey had Chip, they had their thing. And then Tiverton had Wretch and then Meridian had, so everyone had their thing. We never really had anything. And then that was like our first thing. And then, we had Venom before that. Venom Crew were massive. But then Venom Crew disappeared. And then it was just like, oh, man. So it was almost like a distant memory by the time Channel U's come around.
Gotcha.
So that was kind of good for us. And then, from that belief, we just thought like we could do anything we wanted.
Nice. The reason I brought up the podcasting conversation, obviously, because you got the huge podcast, Filthy Fellas. Congratulations on that.
Filthy fellas.
Yeah, big.
Can I give you a lot of present?
Oh, please. What we got? Got gifts. I'll take some
fancy.
gifts. What you got? Just give me the smaller one to whatever he's getting.
Double XL for you.
Give him, the triple XL thing.
This is the Filthy Fella top, man.
Okay.
Basically, I saw, myself and Ainsley were online, and we saw in Brixton, the police were wearing Filthy Fella tops as undercover feds.
What?
This is what I'm saying, my brother. They bought Filthy Fella top and they were undercover feds, and then all of a sudden our socials are going mad with these police wearing our clothes
That's
to
sick.
capture the youth them. So it's crazy. So we're just trying to capture the youth them back. We're just trying to say we're here to help everybody.
What was the
Derek and JJ?
what was the concept behind it originally? Because I remember seeing it, right? And as you can imagine, you get asked to go on a lot of podcasts and so on, whether they're football, sport, whatever it may be. And I remember seeing yours. I'm thinking, well, I love Poet anyway, but there was just something that was just different about it. It was just like so raw.
Do you know what it was, Jay? Football was not reflective of the group of individuals watching it in any capacity.
Yeah.
When you went to the terraces, when you went to the grounds, whether it was Liverpool, whether it was bloody Manchester, anywhere in London, the people watching the game didn't look like the people on TV. So it just didn't make sense to me.
Yeah.
Because in music, that's not a reflection of anything. The people that are dressed like, when I watch Dipset and them lot, I look like Dipset.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
that makes sense to me. When I go and watch Oasis, I went to go on an Oasis concert, I was the odd one out. Everyone looked like
Dressed like
Oasis.
Oasis, yeah.
So when I'm watching football, why do we not look like the guys talking about it? It didn't make sense. So I said, you know what? We're more relatable to the players than the staff. Ain't no one going to football wearing a tie and all that. What's man going to a funeral? That's dead. So we're going to just change this all up, boys. We're going to be ourselves. We're going to talk the way we want to talk, and we're going to pretend that we're in a pub, bro, and we're just going to have football conversation because there's more people that can relate to us than Richard Keys and Andy Gray at the time. And the rest of the guys, there's more people that can relate to us. So
Most pundits think that way, by the way. Like, I remember going in to do Match of the Day, like, in my first, year. And they were like, right, Jermaine, shirt, trousers, shoes. I was like, I don't own that. So what you on about? I wear it with a suit, obviously.
Yeah.
But then when they were set, I said, look, you want me to feel comfortable? They were like, yeah. I said, look, I can't dress how you're asking me to dress. So I'll wear like a casual trainer and a chino maybe and like a bit of knitwear.
Yeah.
And I was like, let me just ease them in slowly to kind of where I'm trying to
So
get
what year
to.
is that?
I mean, I retired probably 2013, 14. So it was around that time.
Exactly. And I think the reasons why I was inspired to do this was because of Soccer AM. Soccer AM was my biggest inspiration. Shout out Tim Lovejoy, Helen Chamberlain, Rocket.
Yeah, they were
like,
bad.
these are the guys that made me go, oh my God, I really love football.
And it's
man.
sad you can't do that show really like that anymore. The way they used to do it.
Yeah, obviously I understand some parts of it, but we just thought we'll take the parts that you can do and we'll make Filthy Fellas. So 2012, we done a show called Kebabs, Lads and Shin Pads. And we just wanted to cover. It was me, Mitch, Rico, Maya Jammer was on it.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, we had Nile Ranger on the show. We had J. Emmanuel Thomas.
Wow.
Hopefully you bust case, unless you done it, in which case I have nothing to say. And then
Derek's laugh. The background, like a villain.
and then but yeah, so then off the back of that, we done that in 2012, and I remember I was at Copa 90, and I said to Copa 90, yo, I've got this new concept, Filthy Fellas. It's just gonna be me and my friends talking about football, but we'll have like in twos and all of that. I think it'll be great. So for a year, they just went on it. So I decided to go to Rewind. I said, Rewind, I got this dope idea. Let's do this. All of them liked it. I think it was like 3 people I was speaking to at the time. They all loved it. It was me and Mitch.
Yeah.
And then we just started. Me, Mitch, my cousin Scribs, obviously I done grime with, Bo, Snips, who's in New York now, killing it. Shout out Snips. David Vianich that I done. What I done with, what was that? What did I do with him? Copa 90.
Yeah, Copa 90, yeah.
I'm missing people out, but blame the alcohol and.
But what? So
Also,
that's
it's 10 year live show now, yeah?
Yeah, it's 10, 11 years. Like we've been doing it. So
Yeah, and I've noticed you've got some players that are come on, and I think they come on because it's like it feels like a free space to really have that kind of sitting around your boys mentality and actually talking properly about football. And I mean, I love some of the chats I see and some of the debates around who they think's the best and who's the greatest and this, that, and the other. So right, and I also saw there was a lot of controversy around the Fellas podcast, the Filthy Fellas podcast.
Yeah.
Do you want to like tell us a little bit more about kind of like, I don't know, like what happened? Because also, you know, this is brand new for us, you know, coming to this podcasting space.
Yeah.
You've been doing it a while. You might be able to, you know, eradicate some of those pitfalls that you can fall into.
I think yourself
Bit
and
hole,
Derek
sorry.
are a bit more smart than me in that case. There's nothing to worry about there. When I linked up with Rewind, it was off the premise that I felt like the contributions Rewind had made in the grime space and the culture space are so huge that it was, in 2014, they weren't really a presence within our scene. And I knew that I had a lot of notoriety, clout, call it what you want. And it's about, once you have that type of position, spreading it so the responsibility can be shared amongst other dope individuals, past and present. So I felt like past Rewind was a Rewind forum. I used to be in there leaving like messages all the time. So I can't just act like I'm bigger than that. Like that's a massive part of my culture growing up. So I wanted to immerse myself with them, and they liked the idea. So we got them to produce my idea, and then we put it on my YouTube channel. And then, like, without going into the semantics of my personal life, there's enough that people know there was a massive incident with my children where I didn't know where they were. Okay. And my children live in Sweden. So at that present moment in time, it was important for me to go and find my children. Like, I don't got time to sort of podcast. No. So I'm flying to Sweden back and forth. It's costing me like, I ain't no rich guy, like $7,000 every time I'm going over there. It's COVID. I got to fly my whole family over to go and find these youths. It's mad, bro. We're doing that for the best part of the year. It gets resolved, but whilst that's happening, I have to be responsible enough to say I can't run filthy at the same time. Like, that's mad. So the person I gave it to, myself and my business partner, my manager, I owe this guy everything, fam. A year ago, we find out that he robbed a huge amount of money. And then from that meeting, we find out that's not only the only son, he's robbed loads of money from loads of different spaces. Wow. And the part about it that was like, because I'm thinking to myself, I'm Filthy Fellas by myself, and then obviously Rewind's his own company, they've got their own people. I'm thinking they've all robbed me. Yeah. So I'm thinking,
the all in on it type thing.
They weren't even all in on it.
Wow.
The one individual that was, you know,
was on his own.
Thomas the Tank Engine, like he just robbed everything. And then like, I'm just saying to and in my mind, I'm like, as crazy as it sounds, this is what's so mad about me. The one thing I respect in life is honesty. I don't care if it's bad or good. We live in a world full of misconceptions. We live in a world full of people trying to just take you left and right and just lie to you. And I just love the truth, good or bad. For the simple fact that it gives me the ability to make a decision, which is the right decision for me. The moment you lie to me, I have to come back eventually because that decision.
It's effective.
So exactly. So this person's done what he's done and you've been caught, bro. Like, just accept it. Yeah. And this whole misconception moving forward of trying to make it a conversation is what confuses me. Because I'm just like, raw, like, whenever I've done anything bad, I done bad, bro. This don't have to be a conversation.
So when you left the company, you left him the bank accounts and everything?
Yeah, when I went to go and look up, he had all of the details. I just said, look, just look after everything. I logged myself out of everything because I just didn't think I was in the right frame of mind because of the situation with my children to be looking over a situation that involves too many parties. Like, there's too much people involved and I'm not going to mess up people's lives because my life was messed up. That's unfair.
So you left him with, let's say, how much was in the account, roughly?
So at the start, the reasons why we're Filthy Fellas, I didn't want to make no money. I felt like the one thing that is killing our scene is everyone talking about money. Like, this is a art form that needs to be respected. Every single art form is respected. You got to go to singing schools and drama schools, and even in education, you do how many years of education before they deem you qualified enough to go and do something? And with podcasting, you just got to call a couple of people and get a microphone and sit down and talk. Fuck off. Like, that's not life, bro. Like, you need to learn. This is a skill which should be respected. So I felt like by me creating a space where it's just focuses on you, like developing your craft and your skill, that you'll be ready when these opportunities come from a BBC or a Sky. You'll be prepared. You've gone through so many different situations that you know how to deal with it. And that was really important to me because of where we're from. Yeah. So I can thankfully say with that project, we've helped the likes of Mitch, Harry Pinero, Specs, all of these people come through Filthy Fellas.
It's a training ground, isn't it?
It's a training ground. It's almost like the under 18s, under 21s. He said to me, yo, let's turn on the ad revenue purely because it was COVID. And I felt like maybe the production company that's been supporting the situation for a period of time, despite the fact that I gave them a concept and said, copy me and Vuj, and tell your production company to contact JD, copy me in Vuj, get 2 people from our show and just do a show.
Yeah.
They did it in 2015 because of the market space that we opened up. JD Sports now were giving them money to fund people from Filthy Fellas. So Filthy Fellas became an avenue to definitely go and get financial revenue, which I was happy about. So people came. So we didn't pay you, but by you training yourself here, JD Sports was the next stage. And then you look what Mitch is doing today, mad things.
Yeah, of course.
So I was comfortable with that. But then when he said to me the ad revenue needs to be turned on, I was concerned that, okay, it's COVID, everyone's like going bust and so on and so forth. Maybe they need a bit of extra money. Cool, no problem. So so at the start, after 18 months, we just saw 70 grand was not placed into the business account.
That should be there.
That should have been there just so it can be recorded. Even if it takes taken out afterwards.
Yeah.
It wasn't. And that was the start, £70,000. And then after that conversation, Keezy, you're like, Jesus.
So the
Christ.
70,000 was the one that gave you the red flag, and then you went backwards from there and started digging.
Do you know what really gave us the opportunity to go backwards? Stephen Bartlett was going to do a collaboration deal with us, and we were all going to join Stephen Bartlett's production company. But when I looked at the contract, of going into too much details, because I don't know how much problems I'll get into, but I don't actually really care.
It weren't that beneficial.
Bruv, these guys are talking about me being £600,000 in debt, bro, on my own company and not owning Filthy Fellas. That's the deal that this guy that robbed money was trying to propose for me. And in my mind, all I'm thinking about is you were just a little dickhead that lived in Brixton and looked outside a window at black people. You have no idea what's going on. And now all of a sudden, you can rob me. I said to myself, this is mad, bro. And even after all of that, I swear to God, I'm a very confrontational person at times. I'll be the first to admit. But I was just like, do you know what? Let's make this as smooth as possible. We had the conversation that we had. We thought, let's just move forward. Let's go our separate ways. My man's still doing cosplay. Honestly, this is why I get frustrated, bro. Because I'm like, my guy, you've done what you've done. Just move forward. I won't say nothing, especially a man with a family. I don't care how bad you've done. If you've got a family, a responsibility like that, I ain't trying to blow the situation up because you could potentially change, and who you were for 2 years is not a reflection of who you are when your child's 15 years old. So I don't even want to, but brother, you just moving like an idiot. So I was like, do you know what, fam? So yeah, that's my biggest problem with the situation. That
right, it's that time of the show, man. Your wins, your losses, your lessons, and the legacies that you learned in life.
Sugar.
Right? So I think it's better that you...
Man says.
Sometimes it's better you don't know. Because what usually comes to the forefront of your mind is just right there. It's the truth. Do you know what I mean? So your wins, talk me through the biggest wins you've had in life.
The biggest wins is being a father. Because when they were born, or when they were born...
He loves you for that.
Yeah, when I found out I was having children, geezer, you're talking about a man, I'm going LA like it's Brixton. I'm just doing a lot of madness. And then you've got about 9 to 10 months to become a man.
Yeah, it's
and
true.
become responsible. And you never do it, but you start the journey. And I'm just happy Zion and Khalifa made me start the journey when I did, because it's the greatest journey I've ever taken in my life. And in the past 8 years, I've learned so much about myself. And that's the biggest win, do you know what I mean? And I don't think I would have been prepared for situations that have happened had it not been for Zion and Khalifa, because every moment now I'm thinking, wait a minute, like I've got 2 boys to try and become men.
Yeah.
It's much bigger than myself. So it's just like, I'll do
Nobody
anything.
Nobody talks about that a lot, do they? Like during that whole pregnancy period that women go through, there's a lot of attention around the woman, and rightly so. Like she's putting her body through all sorts of different situations. And I mean, every time I see it, I'm like, how is that even possible? It's mad. But obviously, like there is a side dish here, like as a man, where automatically something just has to kick in.
Yeah, man.
And it's like, you're a provider, you are a protector, you are, and also the bigger thing is, right, I have now got to raise this child in a way that he understands the world, he's ready for the world, or she's ready for the world. There's a lot of responsibility that hits you sometimes when it first happens. I don't know what it's like for you, but I always like that when anybody comes in and talks about the kids, you kind of like, that's where you light up.
I light up because I love kids.
Yeah.
You understand that? I believe in a way that just let kids let kids be kids.
Yeah, man.
Do you understand? Let them. If it's raining, let them go outside and play in the rain. Like yesterday, it was raining, and my daughter, because I was singing in the garden in the rain, because I like to be in the rain, like proper dripping down on me. I like that. Yeah. So I like to just get a chair and just sit in the rain and just sit there and just get soaked. You understand? And my kid sees that, and then they come out. Oh my God, Daddy, I want to save him. Like, and I'm okay, darling. And then she loves that, and then she started playing in the mud. It's quite cool. I enjoyed that.
Yeah.
I love
You know,
that, man.
Real.
When I found out I was gonna be a dad, yeah, it's not like I didn't mature enough early, bro, because when my wife was pregnant, I was still going out, drinking,
Yes.
coming back at 4:00 in the morning. Yeah, the day the baby was born, I left my wife in the hospital. I went out drinking, came back 4:00 in the morning again. And I was drinking every time. Even when I brought the baby home, I was drinking, wetting the baby's head, as they call it. You know, I think I only started realizing I'm a dad when my daughter was around 4 years old. But before that, I was just a fucking bachelor. But I had people living in the house with me.
That's gangster. Listen, Derek, some people's children are 18, they still don't realize they're at that. So don't you worry, Chachi.
Right, losses. What are the losses in your life? Because them
It's
the
mad.
losses are important because they can teach you something.
Yeah. I think the two losses that have hurt me the most is just my dad and my cousin. I lost my dad 2 years ago. I lost my cousin last year.
Oh, I'm sorry to hear that, bro.
Yeah. To be fair, do you know what? I don't know. Heaven just keeps inviting these boys, man. About 6 in the past 3 years.
Mad though, yeah. And
Nah,
what
it's
was it?
Every Bob Marley, Tupac, smoking a spliff, they're doing good, man. Huh?
That's a nice picture.
Come on,
That's
guys.
a nice picture. But obviously, I'm guessing though those couple of moments like just shifted you a little bit. Maybe I don't know, spiritually, emotionally, whatever it may be, because they're big kind of monuments, aren't they, in your life? I think losing a father, losing family members. So
Yeah, 100%. I think more than anything else, I'm always interested to see how it affects everybody else.
Yeah.
For me, I've always taken it upon myself to always make sure you understand that life is a journey.
Yeah.
So therefore, every journey comes to an end. So the moment that something's coming to the end, my cousin one was a little bit abrupt. I was literally chatting to him 3 days before that.
Yeah, that's mad.
And next, he's gone. I'm like, bloody, you're a bit inconsiderate. You could have just lasted about another week. I'm meant to go cinema on Saturday. My dad...
honestly.
Come on, it happens.
I know,
My
I
dad's one was a little bit more, we knew it was going to happen. One thing it teaches you, the people in and around it, like the women and the children that are affected by that situation, for me, are the most important. So I always put myself on the back burner, make sure my mum was cool, make sure my little sister's cool, make sure, the younger children in the family are cool, with my cousin going and so on and so forth. Once they're cool and you see them in a routine where they're a little bit more,
Then you can
start reflecting on myself and so on and so forth. And that responsibility, bruv, that's a mad responsibility, because there's certain times that even you want to break down, but for me personally, in my mind, it's a time and a place. Of
course.
It's not that you can't break down. It's not that you can't have that moment. But right now, my mum's more important.
Of course,
right
definitely.
now, my sister's more important. My children's more important. My cousin Celestine, I love you. She's more important. So yeah, just let you realize that, once you
It's
have
just the job of a man sometimes, though, isn't it?
What's that?
That's just the job of a man, I think, sometimes, and the weight that you just got to deal with sometimes. You have to protect others before you kind of reflect on yourself a lot of the time.
But that's why I'm happy with this job.
Yeah.
This job gives me thick skin. Half the things I see people care about, God knows I couldn't give a flying monkey's having a shit on Jupiter. I don't care, bruv.
Got
When I see what people are so focused on, I'm like, bruv, in your final days, mate, that won't be part of your conversation.
Yeah, it's true.
So like, for me, and I've always been like this, the things I care about the most, when I'm 60 years old, they're still here.
Yeah.
Everything else is just a great moment for me.
No, I
but
hear
nothing else.
So about your lessons, the lessons that you've learned along the way.
I've learned that I'm always right. And even when I'm wrong, I was probably 80% right. So that's a massive thing I've learned.
I love the confidence.
Love that. All right, I like
Yeah.
that. We'll keep that one.
Have you always had that confidence?
100%.
Yeah, it's very
100%.
very like rare.
Do you know what I love seeing? Fake confidence. It turns me on. When I see someone that is confident due to the circumstances they're in, or confident due to the people they're around,
Is
or
that
confident
direct to me or what?
No, you're way too confident. I want no problems with you, Derek. You're punching man up. But there are some people, in this job, you see it.
Yeah.
Man will get a new car. Man will get a new watch.
Yeah.
Man will get a new job at BBC. I'm like, there were some pedophiles there.
We're talking about Jermaine.
Listen, you can't break my
I didn't say
confidence.
that.
Don't worry
No,
about that.
I'm
I've been doing
just
it
saying,
too long.
The confidence stems within me. I go into any room, I'm just happy that I'm here. I'm happy that I woke up. You don't understand. My cousin didn't wake up, bro. I woke up in the morning, saw a text, my cousin passed away. It was 9 a.m.
Gratitude.
So gratitude is a very important thing to me. And I think people find gratitude in areas that are not, it's not a return, bro. I'm in LA. Who gives a flying monkeys? Man, live there, cause like, people live there.
Yeah.
So I'm just like, people, you need to start getting gratitude over the things that mean something, because that will fill you with an energy that I'm telling you, you can take over the world.
Yeah.
You can go anywhere.
Be
You
more
could
present.
watch someone on TV that you think is super confident. If you have genuine confidence, because I've been in the room with footballers, actors, all these guys, bro. No disrespect, they're not what I thought they were. I'm so disappointed. I'm like, you're washed. You're like, people like Thierry Henry, real confidence.
Yeah,
When I
yeah.
see Thierry, I'm like, what? This is I love Gary Lineker. Real confidence.
Yeah.
I like Gary Lineker. You meet him, there's a smoothness about him.
Who's Carolyn and Lineker guy?
You say, who's Gary Lineker, did you say?
That's why you're my bro. Derek, real confidence.
I want to get into the dilemmas because it's always Derek's favourite part of the show, man. But, the last part is your legacy. I mean, we've had a really strong conversation today around, everything culturally in particular. That was really enjoyable. So, like, what's the legacy that, you want to leave behind, Poet?
What we were speaking, me and Derek were speaking about, like, I complain about things, but then I actively go and make a difference. So and it started from when I was young, when I was 15 years old and the youth club closed down and no one's having a youth club. I had one conversation with my dad. I started the youth club myself at 16 years old. When me and Vuj came into this space in football content, there ain't no one, bro. There's no one here. And I'm like, this is rubbish, bro. So took it upon myself to meet as much people that were aspiring to be in football content. I took it upon myself to make Filthy Fellas. And I took it upon myself to try and help as much people as possible get into the football space. So it's more reflective of the way it should be in opposed to the way it was.
Yeah.
And that's whether I get the credit or not. So all I want in my legacy to be when I die on my tombstone is I tried. I genuinely tried, my guy.
Love that, brother. Love that.
You're right, 100%,
100% right. Right, let's get some dilemmas going. Let's get some dilemmas.
Right, come on, ready?
Come on, let's go.
We've had a strong chat.
You ready for
Let's
these
go
dilemmas?
in.
Yeah, let's go, man.
Let's do it. First one. Does a girl's body count matter? I don't care how many people my girlfriend has been with, but my mates say that if a girl has a high number, she's not wife material.
Everything's relative, like my cousin Scribs. If you are 21 years old and your girl's had 50 sexual partners, for me personally, that's not something I want. I'm not saying she's a bad person, but Jesus Christ, if you started having sex at 17, we can just do the maths. This
It's the Jesus
is
Christ.
crazy.
Yeah, it's not. It's mad numbers.
Sorry, God.
If she's
You're done now.
45,
mad
maybe
numbers.
slightly all right.
If she's 45, you know what? She might have had a mad 2 years. We've all been there.
What's the average? Let's get into.
Of what age?
I mean, like, if you meet, let's say you meet a 35-year-old,
A 35-year-old girl?
Well, how many guys you reckon she has been with?
I think 50.
50, yeah.
40 or 50.
Yeah.
And they'll tell you something less. But I think they're not,
That means we're city guys, you know.
No.
maybe,
We're city guys. When you go out in the country with some of these gal, loyalty is their thing. When I know a lot of gal. You can go Colombia, go to the country. That gal will stay beside you forever.
Yeah, but like...
City gal, come on, fam.
Yeah, it
They're on
depends.
job. I
Like,
love them, man.
I'm
Come
trying not to put in there, they've had a 7-year relationship, they've had this, they've had that. I'm just thinking a single girl from the age of like 18 to 35, what's the number? That's my mindset.
Okay.
My type of gal.
We've done the mess over there in my house.
We did do the maths. You're right. We actually had this conversation.
Yeah,
the other day.
I mean, like-
What about your body counts?
My body, we're not talking about my body count here. That's
No,
not,
because
Mine's about 5.
100.
I mean, all right, for you,
No.
Natalie.
No, Jermaine, I know Jermaine's
we're
number.
gonna be on you
I
now.
told you.
Natalie.
You've told me my number.
Natalie, we're gonna be on you.
I don't even know my number.
Yeah,
So.
yeah.
I mean, like a girl. Let's say you meet a guy. Yeah, you go on a date. Yeah, first date fine. Your second date's fine. Third date, you sleep together, and then you find out this is the 1st of January. Yeah, then you find out, you know what? Don't really like this guy. I don't really. Yeah, you break it off. A month later, you meet somebody else. You do the same routine. You bang him.
So 12 a year, you're saying?
That's roughly because
12 a year.
That's if she was
My
having one a
type of
month.
woman. Practice, man. Come on, be ready for me.
This is the other
That's
thing,
if
innit?
she's having one a month, I guess.
Right, so-
But there's a lot of girls now I know aren't sleeping around at all.
personally, let me be honest with you.
That's true, you know.
personally
Yeah, I know a lot of my friends that,
I
like,
don't
we're
really
doing a
care.
celibate
I
thing.
don't really care with a body count.
Nah, but right.
Yeah, because
think
I knew
I don't
Derek.
care. I don't
You
care.
see it as good
Because
experience.
You're never gonna get the truth out of somebody. You know, there's a saying, and please, if you want to get married, you lie.
I thought that was gonna be. I thought that was gonna be.
That's the best saying ever, bro.
Derek, not lying.
Yes, man.
That's yours.
You want to get married? You
Lie.
lie. No, bro. Nobody gets married by telling the truth.
Okay.
So that's how my parents messed up.
I'm
They
telling
love lying
you,
to each other.
nobody
That was a
gets
perfect
married.
relationship.
Nobody gets married by telling the truth.
Okay.
So you wouldn't mind. Okay.
Here's the thing for you.
Derek's the best, man.
You meet
Yeah.
a chick, yeah, and you fucking love her.
Yeah.
You go and buy the diamond ring, yeah.
Yeah.
She comes back and you propose. You're about to propose. Goes, wait, Jermaine, 1 second. You know, I did tell you I slept with 4 guys, but I only slept with fucking 200 guys. And then what happens after that?
I'm breaking up with her.
Yeah.
Do you know
So
why?
it's a fuck week. Listen.
196 more.
So everybody, listen.
No, man. As long as I don't know them, we're good.
Listen.
You're gonna meet them.
I'm
What we have
joking.
to understand
Yeah, you'll
in
bump
life,
into them.
yeah, we all live a lie. Nobody says the truth. You only start saying the truth when you get into your 40s.
That's fair, but final answer is we as a 3, we don't really care about the number, is what you're saying.
I don't care about the numbers.
Yeah.
I don't
And you-
know. I'm saying I don't know. Everything's relative.
Yeah, I get the relativity part of it.
Bro,
You're
let me
smart.
explain something to you. This is what I'm trying to teach you now, yeah. Listen. If you care about the numbers, yeah, you're gonna get a girl who said, I've slept with 4 guys. And then suddenly you've been around the block, yeah? And then suddenly she's not doing for you. Yeah, she's not giving you the hug too. Yeah. yeah. She's just yeah, she's not giving she's not giving you the hug too. And then you're like, fuck, I need the hug too. What
yeah.
you do? You end up looking for the hug too, girl.
See, the dilemma's always
what we're
going
saying,
wrong.
that she's got big numbers, the hot girl.
No, yeah, because you want to be rocked hard.
Do you know what I'm thinking about it? I don't know how much ladies I've horizontally jogged with, but I do know it's probably not a low number. So I know the type of person you need to be in order to do that. I know, relatively, like the type of
That's an
lifestyle you
interesting
live.
take.
If that girl is doing what I'm doing, we can't be together.
No?
No. A dog needs an owner.
All right, next one.
Right. Come on then, next one.
Just Josh laughing over there is making me laugh. Okay. Right, this is actually a little bit on the nose, so let's keep it respectful.
Oh, Jesus.
How do I
I'll
tell
try.
my girlfriend she has a slight hygiene issue?
Blood fire.
Lately,
Where?
lately it's been putting me off wanting
I
to
like
have
that.
sex. She's a lovely person, and I don't want to hurt her feelings, but it's pretty bad down there. Right, next dilemma.
No, mate, I'll be honest, man. There-
You gotta take
honestly, it's bad. One time, yeah, me and my boy, this is 2011, me and my boy, there's some beautiful hotels in King's Cross, they're like apartments. And this girl that my boy was seeing said that this other girl, she liked me. I was like, oh, can't we just go have a little drink? Can we go back to the hotel, chill out? We've had the drink. And then I've said, I'll go back to the hotel and chill out, I'll wait for you. Like, I want to play music, set a little scene and all of that. Big man, I could smell this girl from the door.
Jeez.
From the door.
From the door.
From the door. Fam, God strike me down if I'm lying. I'm still here. From the door.
I'll
That's
tell
a
you what,
good
can I say
smell, though.
something?
No.
You're-
It stank.
The next few words you say are really important. but
That's a
continue.
good smell. Those are
Really,
those
really
pheromones.
important to me, but continue.
Have you ever seen a donkey sniff?
No,
front
I
of
think
a
it could
donkey?
be an infection, Derek, not a pheromone.
Don't matter.
I
So
just
what
don't.
did you do
that
next?
is, I've lived in the house with women for my whole life. I've never smelt that. So when she came in and she said to me, "Oh, can I sit beside you?" I said, "Darling, do you know what? It feels like you're sitting beside me now."
So you actually got that far kind of down the road with the whole situation then? Like,
down what road?
I don't know, you said you was at the door and then the next thing you...
Remember, I
you
go
said-
back to the hotel.
Listen,
and my brethren
listen,
brought them. When she
listen,
brought
listen.
them, because the heating's on, everything. We're in a closed environment. When she's come in, I shouldn't smell cabbage unless I see it. That's how I feel.
I hear you.
I personally believe, listen, with this dilemma, yeah, his girlfriend's situation is not that great. Yeah, so that means he likes it because
Thank you.
it's his girlfriend.
Is this
So
a real
it's-
guy?
Yes, we're saying don't be honest.
I've got two angles to this, right? First angle is young Jermaine, because this actually happened to me. And I was feeling the girl at this time as well, by the way. She was legit and, I was into her. And then next thing, we had a couple encounters. At first one, I was like, something's not right here. Do you know what I mean? But I tried to just let it slide because I was so into her. She was so, we got on, I could chill with her. She was hot, the rest of it. And then next thing, the second time she came to see me, I think I was in Leeds somewhere. And I was like, nah, this can't run. And I just didn't have the balls to tell her. Didn't have the balls to have the
Is this
open,
after you
honest conversation.
beat or before you beat?
No, we didn't do it. I couldn't do it in the end. I
You
just couldn't do it.
Jermaine, yes, you did.
I-
Yes, you did. Come on.
Such a liar.
I'm not gonna lie. I beat
Such a
I beat
liar.
her
You're
before.
such a liar.
What did you beat her? I've had sex with her before,
Yes, he did.
but I didn't.
Okay, so the truth is, no one's going to be honest with a girl.
I'm trying to be honest, but this fucker
No, I mean,
won't let me
no,
talk.
no.
Donkey Kong over here just chatting.
Oh, you've been racist now.
No, he's been racist.
I am.
No, the racist.
Yeah, I
coming
called you a
out.
gorilla.
I knew it. I
hold
knew
it
He's
down.
had
Somehow
2 rums and it's
you're
going off.
racist.
I called him a gorilla.
It's
Take
going
that.
You're fucking
Take that.
racist.
I am
What
a
I'm
fucking
saying is,
racist. Now let me talk.
it's the bottom
You
line that
fucking
no one would be
confused
honest with the
light-skinned
girl.
motherfucker.
I ain't confused about shit.
I've lost control.
Hates light-skinned brothers.
I've lost control. I've lost control.
Honestly. Anyway, the point I was trying to make
I know.
was when you're immature,
Yeah,
I should have told
thank
her.
you. Yeah.
and I didn't.
Sorry.
As a mature person now, if it happened now, I think I'd be able to say, listen,
Yeah,
you
I
need to
think
go
you
to
should
the
be honest with
clinic and
girls.
sort out whatever's going
I
on.
think if a guy had knob rot, I would tell him.
You heard what?
Knob rot.
What the fuck is that?
A smelly knob. Right, and we're ending it on
This
that.
is
I
why
think.
you should never be on his side.
We're ending it on that.
Everybody celebrate with him.
Sorry.
It's not
You're
on my
right.
side.
No, we're ending it on Derek's note.
Right, we're done.
That's
Anyway.
guy, and see the dilemmas go off. It's always.
Thank you
Brother,
so much, my
it's been
guy.
an absolute pleasure.
Pleasure.
Man. Thank you very much for coming on. Everyone at home, as you've seen the dilemmas, they absolutely pop off. So please keep sending in your dilemmas. They really, we love them. It gets fire in here when the dilemmas pop off. So keep sending them in as usual. Like, subscribe, follow us on Instagram, follow the journey, and we'll be back for another episode very soon. Nice.
Smelly girl, go home.